And now I'm gonna go to Facebook and take us live. I think I finally figured out how to get exactly back to where you all are after I do this, because every week I always have an issue doing this. It is preparing live streaming preview. So wild. This is the thing that keeps me sane once a week, by the way.
Yeah, it's so great. I'm glad that you keep doing them.
I've only watched like one of them so far, but I'm very glad that they're happening.
Thank you. Yeah.
My roommate asked me earlier tonight, he was like, how do they know that you're not gonna cheat, and can I help you cheat?
My sister said the same thing. She was like, can I come play with you? She's like, did you tell Danielle that I want to do one?
We should do like a siblings one, Keah, at some point. You and Leah should play against like two brothers.
Danielle, I will tell you, if I'm ever a contestant, I am absolutely going to cheat. I'm just kidding.
You like literally don't have time to, though. It really is wild.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
I can't type that fast.
No, it's true. Yeah, you don't have time. We are now streaming live on Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. So welcome to another virtual edition of Adult Spelling Bee. And actually, I need to take a minute because I've just hit the official 2-year mark of doing the show. And
oh my God, really?
2 years.
Congratulations.
So happy anniversary.
I've been going to them for 2 years.
You have. You've been going for 2 years. And so before the pandemic, we did this live in New York and LA and even once in DC, and we have different themes and different players. And so we're going to play tonight's edition as Famous Grudges. And so being someone who grew up in New Jersey, I fully believe in maintaining a grudge. Yes, yes. And my co-host, Tim Herrera, believes the opposite, that you should not hold a grudge. He is the editor of Smarter Living for the New York Times. Tim, you wrote about not holding grudges, so please lay out your reasoning.
I did. Thank you for having me. Very happy to represent the anti-grudge faction. I wrote this story, and it's funny, I was literally texting you today, not to brag, but this story is real good. So I wrote a story in May of 19. The headline was, "Let Go of Your Grudges, They're Doing You No Good." And I went through, this started as like just this dumb thing I was doing on Twitter. I was like, oh, hey, tell me all your stupidest, oldest grudges. And like literally like hundreds of people weighed in with all their grudges. And it was just like an amazing, amazing experience. And then I asked if people had ever let them go, because I, being anti-grudge, believe that it is wasted energy, and that's energy that doesn't come back to you in the universe. Yes, this is very woo-woo, but I do believe that. And so I got in this whole thing on Twitter asking people if they've ever given up their grudges. And can I read a couple of the responses about whether people have given up their grudges?
Please do.
All right, so these are some of my favorites. Someone said, yeah, pretty much most of them. Since entering my 30s, it feels cleansing to free up the brain space. Another said, literally not once. Another said, I felt neutral, like I just couldn't be bothered anymore, but also I didn't feel relieved or anything.
That was me. I said that.
Who said that? Was that your time story? My favorite one, and this really is my feelings about grudges, said, I felt very, very mature. I admitted that my feelings were valid for my situation at the time, but allowed myself to reshape my thinking and attitude based on my personal growth experiences since then. Physically, I felt lighter, but that sounds cliche, haha. Yes, it does sound cliche, but it is a perfect way to put it.
Well, so I feel that I don't actually expend any extra brain space, but maybe it's just like the Jersey Italian in me that, you know, I'm just born with that additional quota of, okay, you're just gonna not like certain things or people for your whole life and it's gonna be okay. But you know, that to each their own. So
can I throw out 2 last quotes to end on that are in support of grudges? All right, so around this time, the New York Times also happened to publish a pro-grudge story in which grudges were described as petty Tamagotchis in our emotional pocket. which is beautiful. And then we all remember HBO's Big Little Lies, in which Reese Witherspoon's character, Madeline Mackenzie, matter-of-factly noted about her grudges, "I love my grudges. I tend to them like little pets."
And so I was thinking, because I looked up a lot of famous feuds, because I feel like grudges are the children of feuds, right? That's how it works. Like a feud occurs, and then there is this long-standing, or not long-standing grudge that occurs afterwards. So, but you know what? Let's talk to everyone who's playing tonight and see what feuds/grudges are some of their favorites. We're going to start with Elly Belle, who is a freelance writer for many different outlets, including Teen Vogue, Vice, Refinery 29, InStyle, Catapult. And tonight you are playing for the organization called Survived and Punished. Cool. Say hi. Yeah.
Hello.
And Ellie, do you have a favorite feud?
I do. I have always loved the feud between Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff over Aaron Carter from like the early 2000s, but I like it because it's like literally a one-sided feud. Like Lindsay Lohan has just hated Hilary Duff because they both dated Aaron Carter when they were like teenagers multiple times, and he kept going back and forth between the two, and Lindsay Lohan started this whole thing and did like an anti-Hilary Duff skit on SNL, and Hilary Duff was like, what the hell, like, I don't care what is happening, and like Aaron Carter is still in love with Hilary Duff apparently, and Lindsay Lohan's still pissed that like he left her for Hilary.
So there's still a grudge there.
There's still a grudge there.
Still a grudge. Okay, interesting. All right, so Keah Brown, aka one half of Twitter's favorite friendship, author of The Pretty One, Cheesecake Connoisseur, creator of the Disabled and Cute hashtag. What do you have to say about your favorite feud?
Ooh, okay. So my feud is whoever Eartha Kitt didn't like. I'm Team Eartha Kitt. Okay. I don't, it doesn't matter who it was. I love her. May she rest in peace. Whoever she didn't like, I didn't like. And that's my favorite feud.
I like that. Okay, that's good. Eartha, do you remember that tweet where Jackie said that Eartha Kitt slapped her in the face?
She slapped her in the face, and she deserved it because she had hooked up with her boyfriend or her husband.
She's like,
and I was like, I love Jackie, but Team Eartha Kitt all the way through. It's just a through line of me loving Eartha Kitt.
I love it. So you have like a grudge on her behalf because she's no longer with us.
Yes. I keep them alive for her.
I like it. You tend to them like pets. Excellent.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. And tonight you're playing for the Audre Lorde Project? I
am, and you know this, but the first time I played, I got every word wrong, and so I'm out for blood. I love you all, but I'm out for blood. I have to redeem myself. I've been working up to this all week. Like, there is no friendships right now. I love you, but I only love you after I win.
Wow.
We hear you.
I'll let you throw me under the bus.
But I love you though. I'll love you all the way through. It's just you won't be able to tell.
This seems fair. Put the feelings at the door.
Yeah, it almost sounds like you have a grudge against the show you're trying to
I have a grudge against the fact that I literally got every single word wrong, and now I have to at least get 2 right just to redeem myself.
I love it. And Rebecca, my fellow Jersey gal,
yes,
you are a copywriter and a marketing strategist. So you do lots of smart things online that you probably don't even get paid enough for because you're fabulous and wonderful. So anyone who hires Rebecca, pay her a lot of money. So
oh, please, thank you for that. Please.
And tonight you're playing for Oasis, which is in Paterson, New Jersey.
Yep. They are a nonprofit that works for women and children in Paterson. They are like 2 minutes down the street, so I do everything I can to support their mission. They're great.
Nice. Awesome. And Justin Kirkland, I'm so happy to have you back playing again, defending your title. aren't you?
This is the most important thing that's happened to me over the past like 6 months. If I lose this, I really have nothing else.
If you're not familiar with Justin, he's a staff writer for Esquire, but he also has this fabulous podcast called My Year with Dolly, of course, about everyone's favorite, Dolly Parton. And tonight, who are you going to play for?
I'm going to play for Rain.
Rain. Awesome. Very cool. And so, rules for round 1. No one gets eliminated in this round. You will each get a word one at a time, and you'll get 1 point for each word that you spell correctly. You may ask for a definition and a sample sentence, which we highly encourage. And yeah, so shall we get started? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. I will go first. And the first word will go to Ellie, since we'll go in alphabetical order. And Ellie, your word is negative.
Can I get a definition, please?
Sure. It's an adjective, and this is in regards to a person not having a specified condition or showing traces of a specified substance in their body.
Can I hear it in a sentence, please?
Yes, you may. Private island, all tested negative, multiple times, wear a mask.
Yes, my favorite meme of the week. Okay. Negative.
Yes, correct.
I was really scared that I spelled it wrong.
It's so easy to second guess yourself when it's not in front of you. I don't know. So actually, everyone playing tonight is braver than the Marines because, you know.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's hard to spell. It really is. Okay, the next word goes to you, Miss Keah Brown, and Tim Herrera will deliver it to you.
All right, Tim, I'm ready.
Are you ready to begin your redemption hour?
Yes.
All right. Your word, Keah, is justice.
Justice?
Justice.
Oh my God, I know how to spell that one. Okay, justice. Justice. Justice.
Yes, Keah.
Yay! Congratulations!
Thank you so much. I'm already on the up and up. I love it here.
Amazing. Well done.
Can I please say though that I know you got excited and just wanted to spell the word, but can I tell you the sentence that?
Oh yes, please. Sorry.
Yes. No. It's just because you will personally appreciate this. So your sentence was, for the rest of my days, whenever someone mentions One Tree Hill, the automatic response must always be justice for Q.
Justice for Q. Always.
Always. So
Oh, I'm so excited I got it right. I'm sorry. It's
no,
fine. I won't do this every word, but
you are already crushing this game. Okay, Rebecca, you are next.
All right. I mean, I'm a writer and I'm a copywriter and a marketing strategist, but spelling makes me a little nervous. Like the days of my straight A's in spelling, long gone. I was way smarter when I was a little kid. That's just behind me now. So.
It's a little nerve-wracking to be on the spot. Like, I'm glad that I'm on this side of it because I don't know how well I would do on that side of it.
It's true. It's like I had so much cockiness from like winning a spelling bee when I was in middle school, and now I'll go to
brag or anything, but I'm a spelling bee champion from middle school.
However, I'll go to like write something down and be like, wait, is this how you spell knee? Like it's really just 4 letters, is that right? And I'm like, my brain is not as sharp as I get older. So yeah, like I said, braver than the Marines. Come on. So your word, and I know you will appreciate this word being a Jersey person, is nemesis.
I really thought you were gonna be like gabagool. I was like, yes, fine. I felt like I was like specifically waiting for like Italian related, like I thought Jersey, then I thought Italian food, and then I thought home, which is insane. Nemesis. I actually don't think I know how to spell this. And can I write them down?
You can write it in the air.
Oh, man. I'm gonna take your throne of never winning, like just not winning a single round. All right, Nemesis. Nemesis. Yeah. SIS? No,
Yes, that's right.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Nemesis. I spelt it. Nemesis. Just to like do it in the.
I
Nice.
really want to hear the sentence for this.
Yeah, me
Which one
too.
was the sentence? Okay, the sentence was, we all spend our days wondering who Roxane Gay's main nemesis is, right?
Oh, I want to know so bad. I think about it way too much.
I'm surprised you haven't asked her, Keah.
Oh, I want to, but I don't want to be that guy that's like, hey,
Hey,
so
but
who is it?
I think you can do it. I think you have the confidence and you would get there.
It's one of the most entertaining things on Twitter. I hope she never stops just dropping the hints because it's honestly.
I literally love it. She's a
for it.
gem.
Yeah, it's so great. So the next word goes to Justin by way of Tim.
All right, Justin, are you ready?
I'm never, but go ahead.
Justin, your word is outraged.
Outrage?
Outraged, past tense.
Outraged. Okay, that's good to know. This is why you ask questions. Can I get it in a sentence?
You may. First, the definition, if that's helpful.
I would love that.
Outraged, verb, arouse fierce anger, shock, or indignation. For example, I am forever outraged by the fictional death of Tara in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have my Buffy poster in the background.
Just to be clear, credits where credits due. I've never seen that episode. I've never seen that show, so this is all Danielle.
It's spooky season, so it's time to just power through it, start now, be done by Halloween. I don't know your watch schedule. I can recommend something a little more extensive for your schedule.
I will take you up on that. I have nothing on my schedule. I have nothing but time.
If you need nothing but TV recommendations, just let me know.
All right, Justin, outraged. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I want to buy myself some time. Can I talk with you guys for a second? Okay.
By all means.
So my biggest grudge that I hold closest to me is the one between Anne Hathaway and America.
Yes.
Between the years of 2013 and 2016.
I'm so glad you're shedding light on this.
Like everyone, to use the word, was outraged at her for simply existing and being who we raised her to be, which is an obnoxious theater kid. Like, we created that monster, and then she didn't give us a
I
good
love
role.
her.
She didn't give us a good role
she
until
from
like
Jersey?
2016. I feel like
For you to tell that lie like that, what do you mean? What?
wait, yeah, she didn't give us a good role until 2016. 3
Why
years.
are you lying like this?
I mean,
The
I'm
Princess Diaries movies alone carried her through 2000 whatever to at least 2013 at least.
oh no. But just between 2013 and 2016.
I'm
Yeah, wait a minute, hold on.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Spell the word,
No,
but
I love
also-
Anne Hathaway. I won't stand for this.
You guys
hold on.
pull it up, and I'm going to give it a shot. Outraged.
Outraged.
Outraged. Outraged?
Yes.
Correct. You got it. Well done. And thank you again for bringing up such an important issue of Anne Hathaway's treatment by America.
Yes.
It's called using your platform for good.
Yes.
You're actually, the charity you're actually playing for is goodwill toward Anne Hathaway.
I want to talk to you briefly about Ella Enchanted, Love and Other Drugs, Rachel getting married. Are you kidding me?
all good.
Yeah,
But those
but
were
before 2013.
I
I'm
was
talking.
good. Bride Wars.
I'm
The Devil
talking.
Wears Prada was good.
No,
I
yeah,
don't-
but she
Yeah, he's talking about a 3-year period, 2013 to 2016.
Oh,
did any
hold on.
movies in that time period.
Maybe she was just taking a break. Yeah, you know.
Let's change our standards for women. She deserves a break.
I think we can all agree her best
She's given
performance
us
is
so
Devil
much.
Wears Prada.
She was, so I actually was her stand-in on a movie. Yeah.
Everyone's jaw just dropped right now.
I actually knew this because I do nothing but read your tweets. So that's why I wasn't even shocked. I was like, oh, right, yes.
I think the
I
most
just need to go watch Ocean's 8 immediately
I
now.
loved Ocean's 8.
Wait, Danielle, what movie was it, if you can say?
Oh yeah, so it was called Song One, and it was a little indie film.
In
And like
2014, directed by Franny Ellis.
it was like a first-time director, Kate Barker Froylan, but it was like a Jonathan Demme-backed project, which was super cool. And she was the nicest person. The last day of shooting, they were, because it was an indie project, so they were trying not to like go into too much overtime, which is something that happens often on those shoots. And so me and the other stand-in, they were like, okay, we only have like one more thing to shoot, so we're gonna wrap you guys and send you home. And so they were wrapping us, but it was like the last day, and so we were just sort of like being hurried out, and all of a sudden, over the walkie-talkies, they were like, send the stand-ins back to set. So they're like, hurry up, go back. So we're like, oh my God. So we go running back, because the worst thing you can do in that job is not be found. Like, your literal one responsibility is that someone always knows where you are. So we go running back to set, and it was simply just because Anne wanted to clap us off and be like, let's thank the stand-ins for a great job on this shoot. And so everybody was like clapping at us, and we're like, oh my God, this is so nice. And she was like, we'll see you guys at the wrap party. Okay, like, take care. And she was
sweet.
That is really sweet.
Sweetest person. And I would say my funniest day with her was, she was very emotional in the movie. Like, that was the character, because her brother's in a coma. And so there were a couple of days where she's just kind of supposed to be basically sobbing in this hospital room. And she had said to me earlier on in the day, she's like, I kind of want to stay in character, so you don't have to switch out with me when they're changing the setups. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, whatever's best for you. And so I wasn't going in when they were moving the camera around, and the like assistant director was just like, Danielle, like, you have to get in there, like, Anne needs a break. And I'm like, no, she like specifically asked me not to go in there. And so now I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, because like, he's technically my boss, but she's like above that. So I'm like, so Anne said no. And they literally went and asked her, and she was like, yeah, no, I talked to her. We have an understanding today. And they were like, oh, okay, we just like thought you might want a break. And she's like, no, she's like, she knows that if I want her to come in, like, I'll tell her to come in. And they came in, they were like, oh, we're sorry. And I was like, no, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't just like not do my job. I was actually just trying to respect the wishes of the person I'm doing the job for, because my whole purpose is to make their lives easier. That's why I'm there. So if she's asking me to do something to make her life easier, like, I'm going to do it as best as I possibly can do it. Because also, I mean, it's Anne Hathaway, so come on.
That is amazing. The world needs to hear your Anne Hathaway stories, Danielle. That's what I think.
It was honestly a really great shoot. It was really fun to work with her and see her. And Mary Steenburgen played her mother, which was so awesome. And so Ted Danson visited the set, which was really cool. I walked in one day and I walked past him and then stopped and said, Ted, what? Ted Danson's here? Oh, right, he's married to Mary. Got it. But Mary's just delightful. She,
I feel like you would be a really good, like, Mary's, like, daughter. Like, I feel like you have, like, a look that, like, you could be her daughter in something.
I would kill for that. I adore her. But I've gotten way too off track. I'm sorry. We're like talking about nice, happy things.
No, this is fascinating. We're all just like, yeah, keep going. We don't
so then what?
Just wait until I start talking about the Grudges. Then we're gonna get into something.
Yeah, no, now we have to get back into it. The Scorpio is getting you guys back on track. It's Grudge time.
So we are back to Ellie at the beginning with right, so it's my turn to give you a word, right? See, like, I'm totally lost, because now I'm just having fun.
Wait, is this round 2, so we can't ask for...
Oh no, this is still round 1, so you can still ask. Yeah, so we're still in round 1. And the words have gotten a little bit harder, and I'm sorry, but...
They're a little tricky. I'm looking at the list.
A little tricky. However, it's okay.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
We're just having fun in this round. No one's getting eliminated. So your word is trajectory.
Okay. Can I get a definition?
Sure. So trajectory is a noun, and it is the path followed by a projectile flying or object moving under the action of given forces.
Can I get it in a sentence?
Yes. And Keah is going to start nodding in about 2 seconds. One of my long-standing grudges concerns the trajectory of Bonnie Bennett's storyline on the Vampire Diaries.
I really just love asking for like the sentences to get people's reaction.
Keah, it looks like you have so many things to say.
The way I hate
It's a strong word.
the way that the Vampire Diaries did my girl Bonnie Bennett. I don't even have the time. We'd be here for hours. How dare they? You know what? Respect to Cat Graham, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And the little fans today, they make little grudgy comments toward her. Oh my God, Bonnie was terrible. She was only terrible because you wrote her terribly. Ugh, I can't talk about it. I'm upset.
Wow,
I
justice
love
for
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Justice for Bonnie. Yeah.
Bonnie Bennett over everything. God damn it. I love her so much, and they just did her so dirty because they hate when I'm happy.
Okay, trajectory. TRAJECTORY.
Yes, correct.
Wow, I truly almost put my foot in my own mouth.
The G and the J are so hard. When you're saying it out loud, you're like, I know the letter,
It's
but
like
I
know
just
how to
can't.
spell it in my head, but
Yeah, it just comes out wrong sometimes. It's, you know, it's what we do. That's I was telling Tim earlier that I had therapy today. My therapist was like, you know, I really think you're doing great. And I was like, sir, I'm having Cheerios and a Coca-Cola for dinner tonight. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And so when it comes to anything, we're really just doing the best we can, I feel, at this stage in the year.
it's like the Lizzie McGuire theme song says.
Okay. Keah, it is time for your next word, and Tim will give it to you.
All right, Keah, here we go. Your word is melodramatic.
Can I have it in a sentence?
You may. Call me melodramatic if you must, but I would give up my favorite food for a year to get another season of Pitch.
You know what? I would think about it. I love Pitch. Just for Pitch, honestly, truly, like, not to be melodramatic, but
Oh, please lay it on us.
Fox really, I don't know what they were doing when they said, oh yes, we'll cancel Pitch, because it has not been the same since.
Yep.
The reason that them canceling Pitch is exactly why 2020 happened.
You know, my roommate was obsessed with it when it aired. She's a big baseball person. And years later, we're still talking about it. She's standing right there. I'm sure she has many thoughts about this. So you are in good company.
Baseball. I don't even like baseball, but I like to pitch.
Quality show.
I-
The word is melodramatic.
Okay, me, never that. Okay, melodramatic. Melodramatic.
Yeah.
Melodramatic. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
This is the best day. I am just living. Okay.
You're on a roll, man. You're on a roll. This is
Yes,
great.
I will take it.
These long words are tricky. I feel like I would get lost in these long words. Like, I'm only barely literate. I don't know how you guys are doing this.
We barely literate.
I'm like having trouble reading the words that you guys are spelling. I don't know how you do it.
Okay, Rebecca, are you
Yes.
ready?
Honestly, I'm noticing at this very moment that I'm not good under pressure. Like when it comes to games. That's why I don't watch sports. Like I watch like a basketball game a year and I'm like, I'm good. That was stressful. I'm already so tense. I don't think I need this. So
But at least you know that about yourself now.
not ready, but I'm gonna like just gonna mosey my way over.
We'll just lean into it.
Lean into
Okay. The word is demonstrably.
Demonstrably. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
I sure can. They've always been completely useless, but now that gender reveal parties are demonstrably dangerous, can we just outlaw them?
The answer is yes, because I make the law, so
Yeah.
it's yes. Demonstrably. Okay. Okay, wait. First of all, like gender reveals, I'm just gonna say them right now. I always think they're stupid. If you've invited me to one and I've attended it, guess what? I ate your food, I drank your rum, and I still thought it was dumb. Oh, that but like happy for you, but like, no, come on.
They're the worst part of the whole, I don't even know what to call it.
The whole somebody having a baby experience.
Yes, having a child complex industry, whatever it's called, it's just, it's awful. It's terrible. I don't know why it ever started. It was an excuse to just have an additional party and get more presents. That's really what it is. But I mean, at least when it was just a cake, no one was dying. So
yeah, like cut your cake, you'll find out. That's fine. But yeah, now people are going all out, and
I just learned about the one in California that like caused this huge fucking fire.
It's like, great job, you messed with Mother Nature.
Yeah.
When I first saw this like on Twitter, like I was like out, so I didn't like see it, and I saw the trending topic for this was explosive device at gender reveal party, and so I was thinking, holy shit, did somebody bomb a gender reveal party? And only to learn that they just like had some dumb fucking pyrotechnics that started the 6,000 acre fire.
This kind of thing has happened at gender reveal parties like a dozen times in the last years.
What's wrong with people? It's crazy.
What you guys aren't talking about, though, is that God doesn't decide your gender until the party.
That is true. That is true. That is fair. Again,
hand over
realistic wisdom here.
There was a really funny tweet about it. That, I mean, not that it's funny that there's this terrible catastrophe in
It's an awful tweet about it.
California, but I mean, just funny about how terrible gender reveal parties are. But someone had said, I'm just going to be old fashioned and let my kids decide on their own, and then they can burn their own forest down when they decide. Like, I was like, oh my God.
Did you see the family was like, we're so sorry it happened?
Well, there's,
but it still happens.
God.
Anyway,
I think you were going to spell a word a while back.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I spell my word so the pressure can like relieve itself? Demonstrably. DEMONSTRABLY, demonstrably.
yeah, all right.
Well done.
As you can see, I basically rap to myself when I spell her right. Learned it on Sesame Street, haven't changed.
Whatever it works.
Okay. And Justin is up, and so are you, Tim.
All right, Justin. Your word is vendetta.
Okay. No. May I, to clear my mind so I can do this, Ellie, what lyric were you referencing from the Lizzie McGuire theme song?
I'm sorry. This
I'm
is
so glad that you just
like all the time. It's just like my thing. I'll just like interject in a conversation and say, just like the Lizzie McGuire theme song always says, we only do the best we can.
I'm so
That's
mad.
the lyric. We only do the best we can. But I love like bringing it up that way because everyone's always like, what are you talking about? And I just like, no one else has a Lizzie McGuire theme song memorized. Come on, guys. It's on Disney Plus.
And I was running through it and I'm like, what is she referencing? So, okay, I'm focused now. May I get the sentence for vendetta?
You may. My longest standing vendetta is against my kindergarten music teacher for giving me my first detention at the age of 5. Having said that, I have a question for Danielle. Danielle, is this based in personal experience?
Yes, my first detention was in kindergarten.
I was in first grade and I thought that was too young. Like I was 6 and my mom raised hell. She was like, what?
My mom did too. They called my mom and like totally expected her to like roll over and be apologetic. And my mother was like, how fucking dare you give my child detention? She is 5. Are you fucking kidding? I mean, she probably didn't say the F-bombs as I'm saying it right now. But like they literally ended up apologizing to me because my mom was like, are you
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 2 Jersey-based moms raised hell when their 2 daughters, ages 5 and 6, got detention. What
okay, Justin, vendetta, let's hear it.
All right, I'm swinging big with this one, but I believe that you can't spell vendetta without Etta. And Etta James once held a grudge against Beyonce for playing her poorly in, I believe, Cadillac Records. So let's do it. Vendetta, Vendetta. I think I got ahead of myself. Vendetta?
You got it. You got it. Woo! You had me worried there for a second.
I got arrogant. You fall off that mountaintop real quickly.
You pulled it off. You pulled it off. Very impressive. Well done.
Okay, Ellie, we are back to you. This is everyone's now last word for round one. Starting with you, Ellie, your word is turbulent.
Can I get it in a sentence?
You sure can. Your sentence is, may the history books one day find a way to cover the long-lived turbulent saga of Kanye West and Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're opening a lot of wounds here, Danielle.
I know, I'm sorry.
This feud just kills my soul. I don't know, they both suck in their own ways. Okay, turbulent. Turbulent. Turbulent.
Turbulent. That's it. Okay. Keah, are you ready?
I'm nervous now because it's the last one.
Don't be nervous. Tim's got you. Tim's got your back.
All right, Keah, we got this. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Your word, Keah, is sympathize.
Sympathize. Can I have it in a sentence, please?
You certainly can. They actually made a whole ass Oscar-nominated movie trying to get us to sympathize with Tanya Harding. Come on, give us a break. Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
I did kind of like that movie. I thought it was.
Am I allowed to swear? Of course I'm gonna ask you. I ate that shit up. I love Margot Robbie. It
was real good, right?
So good. Oh, and Allison Janney was her mom.
Yep.
Come on.
Allison Janney is
Allison
so
Janney
slept
was
on.
incredible in that movie.
Everything.
She's so good, and I feel like people realize that, but they don't give her the credit that she deserves at the same time. It's like understood that she's good, but they don't know what to do with it.
I have a grudge against those people, Keah.
Same. Oh yeah, my word.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's Tanya. No. The word was sympathize.
Sympathize. Okay. So, shit. Is it? Okay, fine. Whatever. It's S, right? Y, M, P, A, T, H, I, Z, E.
You got it!
Yes.
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat here. That was a good one.
Thank you. I was really like, I almost did an I, and I was like, no, that's not right. You
Nailed
better than that. I literally was like, S, no I. Y.
You got it.
Okay, Rebecca, your word.
Like already, we're already back here.
Yes, we're already back here. I know we moved very quickly this time around. Well, we didn't stop to talk about Anne Hathaway for like 10 minutes. So
But we can revisit that.
we love Anne Hathaway in this house. Okay, your word is indictment.
Indictment. Can you please use it in a sentence?
I sure can, and I think
This is really gonna hit home.
Yeah, is there any bigger indictment to us as a society than how we covered Britney Spears' mental health in 2007 and 2008?
You dropped a bomb on us, Danielle.
I know. It's like
Britney.
I feel like I'm saying a good word tonight.
Yeah, the way the media has treated her is entirely unfair. I'm
Typical media.
I need to I'm like red, I'm like sweating. There's this light, like there's so much going on. Indictment. All right. All right, wait. INDICTMENT. Indictment? No, that's not it.
No, you were really close though.
You were so close.
Which one did I miss?
You just missed a T in between the C and the M, but you were super. You
I
remember?
knew there's an extra T. It was somewhere in there, but hey.
See, I would have missed the C if I were in your.
Oh no, because in my head I was like, I know there's that tricky little C in
It's
there.
an impossible word to spell. Who could have gotten that?
It's okay. I have Grammarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Copywriter's best friend when you've been like staring at the same copy you wrote and it's 25 words and you're just like, none of this is right. This is trash. I must start over.
I'm definitely sure that throughout a lot of my years, I said indictment instead of indictment.
For sure. Yeah.
I didn't realize that the C is like not, not pronounced.
Well, I'll tell a very brief, embarrassing story that's kind of in this area.
Yes,
So way back when I used to be, partially I was a cops reporter at my old newspaper. And so, you know, when you're writing a crime story, a cop story, you always have to call into what's called DCPI, which is the NYPD's Public Information Office. And, you know, there's 1,000 reasons to call in there, but one of them is to confirm indictments, confirm charges, confirm arraignments, all that stuff. And so early on when I was first reporting on this stuff and really learning this stuff, I remember this one time I called in to confirm the charges of an arraignment, I think. And the charges were, there was a few, but one of them was for a felony. It's called, God, it's so embarrassing. What a fucking idiot. I was like 22. It's called PETIT theft. And so I'm on the phone with the NYPD's Public Information Department saying like, hey, yeah, like I just like wanted to call and confirm the charges. What I have here is petite theft. And they're like, petit theft, you idiot. Petit theft. Yes, that is what I meant to say. I didn't say petite, you misheard that. Petit and not petite.
Little crime. We can have a little.
Any little bit of theft. Just a dash of theft.
I fully thought that is petite theft. I still think that's it.
I think petite theft. I think it. I do.
Petite theft.
Oh boy.
So we were down to the last word of round one for you, Justin, and Tim will give it to you.
All right, Justin, here we go. Final word of round one. Justin, your word is exploitation.
Do you have a sentence for me?
Funny you should ask, Justin. I will never forgive Hollywood for their exploitation of Megan Fox and making her feel like she couldn't speak up within the Me Too movement.
Oh, we're both East Tennessee girls, so exploitation. Exploitation. EXPLOITATION.
You got it. Nailed it.
Oh my gosh. This was kind of an incredible first round. It is super, super close. So congrats everyone on making it through round one. Good job.
Can you believe that I have points on the board? Are you kidding me? What?
So for round two, you will be raising your hand in this round because it is our fastest finger round. And unfortunately, I have no buzzers to offer you at this point in time. But Tim and I will be taking turns giving you a word. There are no definitions and no sentences in this round. If you get the word right, you get 3 points. If you get the word wrong, you lose a point. But if someone gets the word wrong and another person steals it, they will get 6 points if they get it correct. So yes, this is where, you know, the magic happens. Is everyone ready? Like, I mean, it's really exciting.
Hold on, wait, just give me a second. All right.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Once I hit like negatives because I'm not keeping score, you just flag me down and be like, girl, no, you're out now. You're actually -1. There's no way to come back. Just
There's always time to come back. A 6 pointer will put you right back in it. So, okay. Actually, so before we go into round two, I think maybe I should talk about my favorite feuds or grudges, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm with you, Keah. I'm Team Eartha Kitt for whoever she's up against. She had some cool shit. So I think actually, like I said, being from Jersey, I have a laundry list of grudges, against, I'm a Mets fan, so I have a grudge against the Yankees. I have a grudge against the Kansas City Royals because we lost the World Series to them in 2015.
I live in a Royals home.
Oh.
Speech right there.
I have a grudge against the people who make those weird food videos for clout that are just weird things that don't go together, like hot dog salad and cough syrup on chicken. I don't understand what's happening there. And I'm not one of those people when they're like, look, this is mesmerizing, even though it's gross. I'm like, no, I'm not mesmerized. It's just gross, and it's a waste of food and other things. And I know Keah feels that way about it.
I do. I was so mad when he put that NyQuil on that chicken. I wanted to jump in my phone.
NyQuil on chicken?
Punch him in the face.
That was the latest one.
NyQuil on chicken?
NyQuil on chicken. I don't understand what.
I missed this one.
Wait, am I about to start a grudge, Danielle? Are you pork roll or Taylor ham side of Jersey? The tension is palpable. Taylor ham. Okay. Taylor ham. No grudges here. Okay. No weird New Jersey specific grudges going on.
Dangerous territory. We were all on the edge of our seats for that one. This could have gone real wrong real quick.
It's very
turned off and just closed my computer.
We're having some technical difficulties over on Rebecca's end. So.
You just hear me like in the background screaming, she says fucking pork roll. What kind of just off in the distance.
Oh my gosh. So I will tell a little bit of my grudge because Tim loves this story. However, I cannot say the actress in question. But I worked on a movie once, and the actress kept asking for me to be fired. and because I'm in a union, so the union rep was literally like, well, do you have a reason? Does she not show up on time? Is she being unprofessional on set? And there was no reason because I'm very professional on set and I always show up on time. And so because they couldn't give a reason, my union said, no, you can't fire her. You can either pay her to stay home for a month and hire someone else. So you pay 2 people to do 1 job, or you just deal with it. And so I didn't find this out till after the fact that this actress apparently just had a problem with me and didn't want me working on the movie. So I worked there for a whole month and did not understand why she was very, frosty, shall we say, even though I didn't even interact with her all that much. But a very funny thing that happened, which Tim loves, is that there was one day that I had brought a bathrobe and slippers to set my own because it was like a smaller budget thing. And I was going to be in and out of a bathtub and like in a bathing suit and stuff. And so I just wanted to be comfortable. And so one point after a take, I got out and I was like, where are my slippers? And everyone on set was looking for them. They're like, oh, she must have walked off in them. And I'm like, well, but they're mine. Can someone go get them? And she wouldn't give them back for like 2 hours. It took them so I think honestly the first hour was just them being afraid to ask her and be like, hey, those aren't yours. Can you give them back to wardrobe? And then when they finally did, I think she just like didn't want to give them back. And so it was just like such a weird, awkward day where I'm like, so I get the feeling you all want me to let this go, but I don't make as much money as she does, and those are my things that belong to me that I brought to work. So can I just have them back? I mean, I'm not mad. I just really want to go home.
I really want to know who this is.
She's been trash ever since. Sorry, I had to say it. She sucks.
Like Sex in the City when like Carrie goes to a party, has to take her shoes off at the apartment, and somebody steals her really nice shoes, and she has to wear those whatever like crappy ones.
Yeah,
like that's.
Yeah, they give me like really crappy slippers, and I'm like, no, I came here with really nice ones. I'm not leaving in these like dollar store slippers. I'm sorry, like we're not making this trade here.
Good on you for taking a stand for what's important.
Yes, exactly. So it's just a funny thing. It's like one of my cocktail party stories because it's always kind of a funny but maybe offline I'll tell you who the actress is.
And I literally have disliked her, and it's by association since she sucks.
So,
I just thought of literally one grudge that I have, but I can't say who it is because she's very well known.
You can text me.
I also
you, Keah.
I have like one. I mean, I have a lot of personal grudges. Like, I also, Tim, believe in the fact that like that energy, it'll come back to bite me right in the booty one day. I know, like I do this with like full spiritual consciousness, but
What's my aware?
oh yeah, oh I know, like the shadow's out there. But my favorite grudge ever was like King Henry VIII versus like the Catholic Church, when he just decided don't want to be married. That was the 8th, right? King Henry VIII.
Henry VIII. Yeah.
He was just like, don't want to be married anymore. We're beefing now, and now I'm going to start a religion and behead a bunch of my wives, and some might die of natural causes. Who knows? But
Historic grudge. That's a good one. That's great.
yeah, it's just I can't. I'm fascinated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have a, I know we have to get to round 2. I'm sorry about that. But my other grudge is against a late night talk show host. Although she doesn't have her show anymore. But like their whole writing staff did a whole sketch basically slut shaming me a few years ago, more than a few years ago.
Oh, I remember this.
It was horrific. Like anyone who knew me, like my phone blew up for 2 days because it wasn't even so much that strangers knew that it was about me because they didn't, say my name or anything. But everyone in my life was like, oh my God, did you know that there was this thing? And I was like, this is the most embarrassing thing I think that's ever happened to me.
It was about you personally?
It was about me personally. So I had.
Oh, this? What?
All right. So I had dated one of the writers on the show. Like,
oh my God, never do that. Never date writers.
Right, I know. Like way
They're
back.
terrible.
And
They're
then
all terrible.
I was currently dating a guy who was just on the show that day. He wasn't like normally like part of the show. He just was guesting on it. So they decided to kind of embarrass him and bring out the other guy. And the other guy did like a slideshow, basically being like, I slept with her first, like, and so they photoshopped.
This was like on TV?
Yeah. This was on television. They photoshopped pictures of a girl with brown hair, like in all these sexual positions with them. First with him and then with him. And yeah, and it was just this completely horrifying, very slut-shamey, very just not funny, thing, like must have been a slow news day or whatever. But my biggest grudge about the whole thing is that there's so many women on that writing staff who gave the go ahead for that story and were like, oh yeah, like let's do this. This is super funny. And one of them is on Twitter and she's totally touted as this super feminist, whoever person. And every time I see someone retweet her, I'm like, you know what? That one day I'm going to say what you did and I'm going to watch the dominoes fall.
Woo.
Wow.
Oh.
The tea is hot over here. My God, I'm so sorry that happened.
Yeah, that was not great. And the people I worked with were like, hey, we saw this thing. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think this is a spelling contest.
Yeah, back to spelling. Yeah, this is not my personal grievance topic, but I like to pretend that it is. So yes, round 2. All right, let's do this. Tim, why don't you give the first word?
Okay, all right. Is everyone ready? We all ready for start round 2? First word, it's 2 words, middle school.
Yeah.
MIDDLE space SCHOOL.
Yeah. All right, Keah. Nice. Okay. Next words. I know most of us have a grudge against this person. Justin Timberlake. Justin Kirkland.
My nemesis. JUSTIN space TIMBERLAKE.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Next word, it's 3 words. The Vampire Diaries.
It's Justin.
I felt like you got me to that one. The Vampire Diaries. THE space DAMPIRE space DIARIES.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. All right. So you may want to listen to the very end of this because it's very specific. Sex and the City 2.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
You guys are way overthinking this.
Yeah,
We all stopped. Everyone.
It's like,
Let's not be trying.
It's just
as soon as Danielle said you gotta listen to the end of this, I was like,
Dead air.
I know. I'm like, wait, but it's just a number.
But Keah, I think you were first.
okay. Sex in the City 2. SEX space AND space THE space CITY space 2.
Got it. Yes. Good job. Yeah.
You got it. You got it. Okay. Next word. 2 words. Creative differences.
Ellie.
CREATIVE space DIFFERENCES.
Nice. Okay. Next, Alexander Hamilton. Ellie.
I feel like everyone was so slow on that one. Sorry, this is because one of my roommates is obsessed with Hamilton and is like literally always singing the songs from it. ALEXANDER space HAMILTON.
Excellent. Next word. Aaron Burr.
Justin.
Aaron Burr. Sorry, I hate myself. AARON space BURR.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Next, Montagues. Ellie.
Oh my God, my time memorizing Shakespeare as a child is ashamed of me because I'm stressed that I suddenly don't know how to spell this word. But MONTAGUES.
Good job. Good job.
All right. Nice.
Next word. Capulets.
Ellie.
I have the slowest motor skills. I'm a bit.
You gotta get on this, man.
CAPULETS.
Great.
Nice. Okay. Game of Thrones finale. Justin.
Game of Thrones finale. I almost threw it to spell boring, but I decided not to.
I thought you were going to spell disappointing.
Finale. GAME space OF space THRONES space FINALE.
Yes.
Got it.
So we have time for 2 more words, Tim. So pick whichever one that's left on the list that you would like.
Okay. So I'll choose the word related to a big point of discussion earlier. The word is conservatorship. Conservatorship. Yeah.
okay. See, why do I always clear my throat like I'm really getting ready to give a speech? So conservatorship. CONSERVERTSHIP.
I'm sorry, not it.
Justin, you want to steal? Yeah?
Conservatorship. VATORSHIP conservatorship.
Yes.
Got it.
Wow.
I mean,
So-
I walked so he could run, but sure.
Out there.
I haven't even started running yet, boo. I haven't.
Okay.
I felt a breeze, and yes, it is Keah beneath my wings.
Listen, I didn't want to be the one to say it, but
I think, yeah, the last one that I'm gonna do is an iconic one. Joan Crawford. Keah.
JOAN space CRAWFORD.
Yeah.
Joan Crawford.
I got lost thinking about her. That's what keeps happening. You're like Game of Thrones finale, and I think disappointment before I even raise my hand. I'm just.
That's one of the words for round 2, which we didn't get to, but because most of us have grudges against them at some point, was Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences. So I'm going to add up scores right now, so you can all talk about your grudges amongst yourselves.
All right. What's the oldest grudge anybody has?
Easy.
Ooh,
Rebecca.
it's not real though, it's fictional.
Oh no, mine's real.
This is a personal grudge
This
you
is
have.
a personal grudge. I know I should let it go. It's from childhood. Like
Perfect.
I know I should be
You've been nursing
healing,
this for a lifetime.
but and the worst, I want to say her name so badly because it's such a mean girl name, but I won't.
Can you give us
Not out of respect for her, but I just like I'll keep it classy. But there's this girl from like 1st to 8th grade. I went to the same school, so we were together for a chunk of our lives. She was so mean to me, and like I ran into her when I was in high school once, and I just couldn't look at her because I was so mad. And then I saw her as an adult, and I still like. She tried to say hi to me, and I was like, sorry, I don't say hi to people who caused me pain as a child and like made fun of me and like made other kids make fun of me and call me Hagrid and call me fat. Like, we are never gonna be cool. Like,
What age in adulthood did you see her? Like, was this recent?
I must have been like 20. So I'm 28 now. So I must have been like 23. Like yeah.
It's very long term. That's a very long term.
Oh, yeah. And I'll never be nice. And the best part, and you know, I can admit this now because I was in high school. Her boyfriend's birthday cake was made at my bakery. I saw the ticket and I saw her name and I was like, and I stared at that sheet cake for like 5 minutes. I was like, I could do something. And then I was like, nope, not that petty, not that gross. But I just remember like my coworker walking to the freezer and she was like, what are you doing? Because I stared at this cake. I was like, ooh,
You were the bigger person.
You really were. She let the grudge go, Tim. Are you proud?
in that moment, yeah.
In that moment, yes. Which is
the moment you're like, who has a lifelong grudge? I'm like, me.
that one bitch. So our top 2 players are Elly Belle and Justin Kirkland, with a very close finish behind with Keah. Thank you, Keah. You have more. I mean, you didn't even need to redeem yourself because you are a fan favorite on this show, obviously. Justin will vouch. So
I'm actually really surprised it's not Keah. I thought it was between Keah and Justin.
yeah, it's no, it was very close between you and Keah, Ellie.
Aw, love you.
And so for lightning round, which is round 3, you will each take turns spelling as many words as you can in 1 minute. Justin, you had the most points, so you get to decide whether you want to go first or second.
I will go second.
You will go second. Okay. So I'll just
my
ask
favorite
you
part.
turn your volume down, and then
Can I turn my volume down?
Oh no, not you, Ellie, because you're going to go first. So Justin's going to turn his volume down, and then we're going to wait for him to come back when you're done. And Tim, if I could just ask you to put a minute countdown clock on your phone.
I will do that right now.
And Ellie, Tim won't start the clock until I give you the first word. You can pass twice. you will get 1 point for each word that you get right. And if a word is a homonym, like blue, for example, as long as you spell it one way correctly, you will get a point for it. So don't stress about that. And are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Deserved.
Deserved.
Better.
Better.
Then.
Than.
Ross.
Ross.
How.
How.
I. Met.
Met.
Your.
Your.
Mother.
Mother.
Tanked.
Tanked.
There.
Their.
Finale.
Finale.
There.
Their.
Is.
Is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No.
No.
Way.
Way.
Dan.
Dan.
That's
Humphrey.
time.
Yeah, the end of that was, there's absolutely no way Dan Humphrey
Was Gossip Girl. I knew all of these.
You did that. You killed it. That was
Very
awesome.
impressive.
So I'll wait for Justin to come back. Justin, come on back. Welcome back. Okay, so I know you've done this before, but I'll just go over it. I will put a minute on the clock for you. Tim will be giving you words one at a time, and I will let you know when your minute is up. You'll get a point for every word you spell correctly. You can pass twice, and if a word is a homonym, like the word blue, for example, as long as you spell it one way correctly, you will get a point for it. So
I love those rules.
yes, so good. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Tim, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready to go, I'll go.
All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1. Leonardo.
Leonardo.
DiCaprio.
Dicaprio.
Should.
Should.
Have.
Have.
Been.
Been.
Nominated.
Nominated.
For.
For.
An.
An.
Oscar.
Oscar.
For.
For.
Catch.
Catch.
Me.
Me.
If.
If.
You.
You.
Can.
Can.
Green.
Green.
Book.
Book.
Should.
Should.
Not.
Not.
Have.
Have.
One.
Won.
Best.
Best.
Picture.
Picture.
Last.
Last.
Year.
Year.
Why?
Why.
Wait, Danielle, okay. Wow, very good. I feel like there's a lot of words we crammed in there.
That was, yeah, you both, I don't know, I'm feeling this could have been very close.
And just to finish out the phrase, Green Book obviously should not have won Best Picture last year. And the last was, why are they making 19 more Avatar movies? Danielle, you're tallying the final results here. Can anybody beat an older grudge than first grade?
No, but I really want to talk about how my grudge is with Gwen from Passions and how she was the worst person. And by the time that Teresa and Ethan got together and Teresa was all, I'm not going to press charges, but you're going to get yours, blah, blah, blah. And then they had the wedding at the end. The point is this. Gwen was the worst. Her mom sucked so much. And also, unrelated but related, Beth, who stole Sheridan's baby, whose mom had the monkey. It was just I love that show. And so my grudge is truly to the fact that it's not still on air.
Oh my God.
It's a deep one. I felt that.
Well, we have a winner. And Justin Kirkland, you have successfully defended your title and won another spelling bee.
Congratulations.
So I will be making a donation to RAIN in your honor tomorrow. Thank you so much for that. But before we leave tonight, let's tell everyone where they can find us if you in fact want to be found, because as Rebecca and I can say, being Jersey folks, sometimes you don't want to be found.
Yeah, you just want your privacy.
It's keep it in the family.
Yeah, very private.
So Keah, let's start with you. Where can everyone find you?
On the internet. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Keah. That's KEAH_Maria, MARIA. I tweet a lot about cheesecake and pizza and loving my friends and Mandy Moore. And I hope she's not watching, but if you are, hey girl. Also, my website, you can find me there at keahbrown.com.
And Rebecca, where can we find you if you in fact want to be found?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Rebecca Esther, ESTHERC. I have the most grandma name in the world. Or if you really want to find me, well, I guess not now because of COVID, I'm usually in a pizzeria or another place of food and or eating. I'm either doing that or watching Netflix. So that's where you want me.
A mood.
Pizzeria is a great place to be. So, I mean.
And there's like 15 around me. It's incredible.
Yeah. Ellie, where can we find you and your work?
You can find me on Twitter at LITERELLY, which is a pun on the word literally, but my name, literally.
I've always meant to tell you, you have an extremely good handle. It's very good.
Thank you. I've had it for a really long time. I had it originally for my very private Twitter that I had in whatever, 2008. Twitter started in 2008 and I had a Twitter and I got that handle, and then I switched it over when I made a public Twitter account that wasn't me ranting about teachers in high school anymore. And my website, ellywrites.com, ELLYWRITES.com.
Nice.
And you should hire me to write your articles for you if you work in an outlet.
Nice. Yes. Hire Ellie. Give them money. Justin, where can we find you? I know writing brilliant things for Esquire.
Most often in Keah's mentions.
Yes.
She is my muse. She is my queen. She is my inspiration, the sister I never had, the mother I've always wanted.
I love you.
More specifically, you can find me at Justin Kirkland 4. There were 3 others.
Well, now you have to go out and get them. What are you doing?
I've taken out 2. There's 1 remaining.
Instead of Kill Bill, it'll just be Justin 1, 2, and 3.
You're right. John Wick is shaking, okay?
And my illustrious co-host / co-judge, Tim Herrera, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And tell everyone about the fund that you promote for laid-off journalists right now.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was so much fun. I've been watching, been a big fan forever, so it's a real thrill and honor to be here. So there is a fund called the Journalist Furlough Fund. If you just Google it, there's a GoFundMe page. We've been doing a whole bunch of fundraisers for that, and what that does is it distributes money directly to journalists all over the country who have been laid off, who have lost work, who have lost jobs, who have lost healthcare, all that. We have put together almost $100,000. I've been doing monthly fundraisers. I have one coming up on, wait, give me 2 seconds to get the date here, on September 24th. If you would like to participate and help raise money for out-of-work journalists, follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Tim Herrera. I'll be tweeting a lot of information about the fundraiser on Friday. We're going to have some amazing, truly amazing guests. It's going to be a real barn burner, but hopefully you can join us.
Love it. Awesome. And and if you haven't subscribed to Tim's newsletter on Substack,
freelancingwithtim.substack.com. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I would say where you could find me, but if you're watching the show, you clearly know where to find me. So I don't think we need to go into that. So may your grudges feed you all if you need them to, and may you release them from you if you can't afford the space in your brain. Come back next week, which actually the show is going to be on Thursday, and the theme is dad jokes. So that should be fun.
Wow, I'm so upset that I'm not participating in that one. I will watch.
I'm
That
sure.
would be amazing at that.
So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for playing. And I hope everyone has a good night. Wear a mask and be healthy and cool. And see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.